Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's review, I'm super excited to take a look at the Legendary Berserker. This is Demoniacal Fit's SH Figuarts Broly variant. I'm super excited to take a look at this guy and then take a look at him versus the original Broly release. So this is the front of the box. He has that nice window packaging and has the design of the figure on the front that kind of looks like the event exclusive boxes. And then the side just has his arm and then says Legendary Berserker. On the back, you see his faces, some of the stuff he comes with, how he can pose, and then this new accessory of him being able to hold Goku up by his bangs, which is pretty cool. And then the other side just has a smirking Broly face. So let's get this box open and see everything that he comes with. Okay, and here's Broly straight out of the packaging. I think this guy looks amazing. I was just looking at my original Broly not too long ago and was like, wow, they really did a number on the faces. Like, they look really good. I like all the extra detail added into it. He has the nice shading throughout the body. I will say that the face is a different color than the body. I think under my lighting you can kind of see it, but I think it's because they don't have the shading on it and it doesn't have a lot of red in the face where like the body has a lot of that red undertone to the skin. The gold gauntlets are sick. They have the individual clear pieces for the jewels on his arms and then the jewel on his belt, and then even the one on his chest is an individual jewel, and this is fixed on here, it's not going anywhere. Then on his boots, all very nicely painted, no paint slop. Jewel is in there nicely. The reds and the golds are painted nicely. Can't complain about that. And you don't see any of the joints, like the metal of the joints poking out at all. His elbows are also shaded. This is just like how the OG Broly was. His back has a lot of nice detail. And then taking a look at his head sculpt. This guy is super tall, but it looks really nice. And he has like the green airbrushing in between the yellow. I think they heard some people wanting that, so they added that at the last minute. And then his faces are all really nice. Like this stern face is really cool. It has like the sculpted lines. And that's something that the original Broly did not have. These like little detail lines in the face. So that's pretty sick. And so taking a look at his articulation. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this because he is a huge figure. But his head, he's on like this triple ball joint situation, so he can look up about this much. And then he can look down about this much, which really that's all he'll ever need to be doing because he's pretty much taller than all other SH Figuarts. I think he might stand toe-to-toe with Orange Piccolo, but I'd have to double check that. All his joints are buttery smooth, by the way. No complaints there. His arms go up this high. He can make a Y. And then you can kind of put him pretty close to his sides, which is nice. He does have elbow swivel, or not elbow swivel, bicep swivel, sorry. He has a double elbow joint, which gets about that much. He can go back about this much. It does seem to want to like pop back, but he can go back pretty far. He can go forward about that much. Get him out of the way. He does have butterfly joints. Has his arms that come in about this much. And of course it's using the bicep swivel as well to help with that. And then they go back about this much. Then his legs, he can do the full splits. They're pretty much the full splits. These pieces are cool because there's like a softer plastic instead of the hard plastic that Tamashii Nations used on the original Broly. His legs are really sturdy, like they don't feel loose at all. And he has nice shading on his pants. He does have double jointed knees, but you just got to get both joints to work with the skirt in the way. That's about as far as you're going to get it. Then he does have, it looks up here, he has a thigh swivel, if you can see it there. And then for his feet, they can go down about that much. go up about that much. And then he does have an ankle pivot, but it's kind of hard to do on that one. Probably have to loosen it up a little. But as you can see right here, he does have an ankle pivot. And then these skirt pieces, of course, move individually, so you can move them out of the way. They're on little ball joints, except this back piece. This is one piece, but again, it's still soft. So yeah, he can move very well. Even his head has like a little bit of tilt to it as well. But it's on the same articulation scheme as the original OG Broly. And then his hands are on a ball peg. So you can see there, it's on this ball joint. Doesn't move inside the socket, so just the hand is moving around on that ball joint. Which you can get out, you can get in a little bit, kind of wiggle it around, but nothing crazy. All right, so with articulation out of the way, let's take a look at some of his accessories. Okay, so for accessories, he comes with 3 face plates, and that's including the one he has on his face, which is like the stern frown face. And then he has this smirking face right here. This is really nicely painted and sculpted. Like, they did a really good job. The earrings are molded in there. The lines on the face looks exactly like he did in the show, so that's pretty cool. And then he has a yelling face, which I don't know why they didn't add the like accent lines on this face, but they did it for this one. I would really like that on this one. It would have really made it stand out, but it still looks really nice. And then I'll compare these to the original when we get to it. And he comes with 3 of his little Omega Blaster effects, which is pretty cool. They have the spray paint, you know, white part to show like the center of the beam or blast ball. Pretty cool. He comes with a pair of these splayed out like blasting hands, so it could look like he's blasting Goku or slapping someone or giving him a high five. And then he has a pair of clenching, gripping hands, like pick up something or someone. That's pretty cool. And then the new accessory, which the OG didn't come with, is this head sculpt to pick up Goku by his hair. I don't know if this will actually fit on this Goku. Oh, it does. Oh, cool. So yeah. So you can do that. Let me see if I can actually get him to hold it on camera. Be right back. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. It looks cool having this as a setup, and this is the full power Super Saiyan Son Goku, so it does work with that. I don't know if it'll work with any older Super Saiyan Gokus, but this is pretty cool. Of course, he can't stand on his own. I have a stand just like supporting his weight with his arm, but maybe with some balance you can get him to stand on his own and hold Goku, but he's not really holding him in the air. I mean, Goku's still on the ground, but this is still a really cool accessory, and I'm glad they included it. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention accessory-wise is that he does come with a stand and 2 extra arms, so you could put the little blast effect pieces on there. Okay, and to get into some size comparisons and just comparisons in general, this is the Demoniacal Fit Broly compared to the original SH Figuarts Broly release. As you can see, the gold paint on both are similar. The shading on the actual skirt piece is different though. SH Figuarts went a little bit heavier on the front shading. Demoniacal Fit did not. I've had this guy ever since he came out. I think it was 2016, but I don't remember. The pants shading is pretty similar, although I think SH Figuarts is a little darker. And then the boots are pretty much the same. I think the gems on each, I think the SH Figuarts ones look a little clearer on the boots, but everywhere else they look pretty similar. And then taking a look at their faces, and these guys are super hard to like keep them standing, so keep that in mind. You can kind of see that the original Broly has these, let me just take their heads off actually. And I can, okay, so taking a closer look at each of their face sculpts individually, this is the OG, this is the brand new one from Demoniacal Fit. This one definitely looks like a softer more calm Broly. This one actually kind of reminds me of the Second Coming, like, Broly look, where he just looked like he was just ready to kill you with no discussion. But they're still nicely sculpted. SH Figuarts has a little bit deeper green on the highlights, but the hair sculpt is pretty much the same. Mine is a little warped from being in its packaging for a long time, but that's easily fixed. Earring is the same. Yeah, which one of these faces do you like more? This more serious looking one, or this kind of like calm, just standing there one? And then we have the two different smirking faces. Definitely like this one more with the accent lines. He looks more sinister. This one kind of just looks like a gremlin, but I mean, it still looks good. I thought it looked good at the time. You know, for Broly, that was the only thing we had before third parties came in. And then for the yelling face, more of the same. So the eyes are a little bit wider on this one. They both did not add any extra lines on the mouth, but this one just looks way better. Unfortunately, the Demoniacal Fit, you could probably put the Demoniacal Fit face on the OG Broly. Let me see if that works. His hair is so sharp, so it's so hard to make that fit on there without stabbing yourself. Okay, let's see if the hair will... Yeah, it kind of goes on there. And so if for some reason you wanted... And this is just resting on there, it didn't really attach it onto the body, but if you want this, like, on this body, you could definitely do it. I would say another thing is the original Broly is more of a matte finish, and this, I mean, this is still a matte finish, but it's less matte. I don't know how to explain that. Even his fists are like a squishy, like, soft plastic, or like it looks like it's more like a smooth plastic, but it could just be the powder from him sitting in the box for a long time. And this fist is a little bit more shiny. Also, you can see the seam line on the SH Figuarts, at least on mine, for his fist. You don't see that on the Demoniacal Fit. But yeah, other than that, all the accessories are the same. They both have the same gripping hand, or clawy hand. And then he has the big splayed out hand as well. And that's this hand compared to Demoniacal Fit's hand over here. So yeah, if you can see, this one's way less shiny. So this one has like more matte, this is a little bit more shiny. But they're both sculpted the same, they look the same. So it's not a huge difference. And then again, he doesn't come with the Goku hair holding piece. So if you have the original and for some reason you want to use the Demoniacal Fit accessory, you could use that on the OG one. So no problems there. But yeah, and then height wise, they stand about the same height. And this is, of course, without their heads on, because I took their heads off to show the faces. See if they'll stand on their own. But yeah, just the bodies themselves, I mean, they stand about the same height. I think this one's just because his shoulder's kind of up. But yeah, you can see they stand about the same height. Which is awesome. Glad Demoniacal Fit didn't make him smaller or bigger. I know that the Beast Deities one looks really cool, but it's definitely too big for my collection and for my taste for what Broly should be. I don't really think he's on model, to be honest with you. I think that body would be cool if it was smaller for like a, just like a regular Super Saiyan, not the bulked up Legendary Super Saiyan version of Broly. But yeah, I did not order that one, so do not expect that review from me. Let's get into other size comparisons with this Broly and the superhero version. And now here he is compared to the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly from the Dragon Ball Super movie. They are the same height, which is cool. Actually, I think the superhero Broly is like a little bit taller just because of their fists not really lining up. But they're cool. They look good together. I think the detail on this Broly's face is like the same level of detail or close to it to the Demoniacal Fit Broly. And then we have Goku here too for scale. Like you can see how small he is standing between these two. But I think they line up pretty nicely. I think these look great together. Honestly, I might just keep my OG Broly in the box and then use this one as like my display Broly. And then here he is compared to a NECA TMNT Leonardo from the movie, and then a Jada Toys DJ from the Street Fighter 2 line. I mean, Broly is very tall. I think, I mean, the turtles would definitely be smaller than Broly, but like him versus another like human-sized figure, I think this scales well. So if you want him to fight anything else in your collection, these look good. And then here's Broly standing next to some Marvel Legends. You have the Marvel Legends Spider-Man, the animated series one, and then the Iron Man here. Again, I think they look good. Broly is huge, so he's going to tower over these guys, and it'll look really good in a display. So for my final thoughts, I love this figure. I'm really glad Demoniacal Fit decided to go ahead and reissue Broly for us and improve his faces. Everything from the paint to the new plastic on his skirt piece, as well as all the airbrush shading on the body. I mean, this is worth the money if you got your pre-order in and he's not too expensive, you know, after pre-orders have closed. I honestly didn't expect him to ship out before the Demoniacal Fit Vegito that I ordered, but I'm glad that he did. And I really recommend that anyone pick this guy up. I mean, if you're a fan of Broly, definitely grab him. I like this version more than the Demoniacal Fit offering, but I understand why people would like that one too. Let me know down in the comments below what's your favorite Broly and who made your favorite. Are you going to pick this guy up? Who did you like versus the original and the Demoniacal Fit version? What else would you like to see Demoniacal Fit do with this body mold since they have it? Honestly, I'm hoping they do a Super Saiyan 4 Broly from Dragon Ball Heroes, like, because they're kind of slowly going in on the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff, so I'd really like to see that from them. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.